Well, hello, hello. Who is out there with me? My name is Mitchell Osborn. You can find me at mitchellosborn.com, which is right here. Boom. And this is, I'm on my YouTube channel and I'm live. And as of this moment, I don't see anybody out there with me, but that doesn't mean they won't show up. And that doesn't mean that I won't have a great lesson, whether somebody is with me or not. Because sometimes it takes a few minutes before the comments show up. I'm going to go over while I'm waiting to see if anybody shows up. I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel and see if I can see comments below. So it is live. And I will go ahead and comment. I'm going to comment like there's somebody out there. Somebody's out there. Hey, whoever you are, if you want to say hello, you can. If not, you don't have to. I'm going to be diving into just a simple, fun exercise and lesson tonight. So hopefully you are out there with me. Say hello if you want to. If not, you can be a fly on the wall and enjoy the process. If you are joining me and you read tarot cards, grab a deck or Lenormand or Oracle. You can grab any cards really. I mainly focus on tarot, but any card is going to be good for what we're going to do tonight. We're going to be using our 5 senses to read cards, just that simple. And I'll put it up here. So what we're going to be doing is really just what do you see, what you hear, what could you touch or feel if you were in the scene, what do you smell, and maybe what do you taste. So let's see who's out there. Hey, Patrice, hello. Yay, I'm glad you're here. So grab your tarot cards if you are out there with me. And I hope you can let me look on my phone and make sure you can see what I'm seeing. I'm going to turn it sideways here. So, all right. So hello and welcome. We'll get started shortly. I'm going to be doing just a little fun exercise and lesson on, how to use your 5 senses to read tarot cards. And really, this is pretty much one of those things where it's just like, just look at the cards. One of my teachers, Kim Wade, who probably about maybe like 8 or 9 years ago passed away, but she was one of my first teachers back in 2007 or 8. She was so gracious and so kind. Hey, Sally the Sagittarian, how are you? So I'm looking to see, can you guys see on the screen? I put up, can you see where it says, what do you see, hear, feel, and smell and touch? Because there it is. I was going to say, because when I look on here, I didn't see it until now. So, all right. So, yes, we are going to dive in and do a little bit of work. Let me know if you have a tarot deck with you. Let me know. And I'm going to move this up here just because I think it's going to look better up here at the top. I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So let me know if you have a tarot deck, Lenormand, Oracle deck of any kind with you. If not, you can work off of what I'm going to be pulling up and showing you. So yeah, and we'll get started in just a moment. Thank you for checking out this kind of little exercise, this fun little time together. And if you don't know, I'm over on Instagram, Mitchell Osborn, Twitter, Mitchell Osborn, Facebook, 2 places. So, all right. So Patrice said, I can't grab my cards because I'm cooking. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry about it. But you can watch it in the playback. Thank you. Thank you. So really, this is, like I said, I wanted to just do a simple, fun kind of exercise more than I would call lesson. So if you are new to reading tarot, this is a really good one. If you are regular, a professional, this is still a good thing to practice every once in a while. And it really is, what do you see? And I'm going to move this again because I know what I got to put something, my cards over there. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you touch or smell and taste? So let me bring a card up. And which one do I want to use? Let me pull this one up. So this is the 5 of Cups, and it's from Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Decoratif. No, this is from, no, it's not. It's the Tarot Decoratif. I have to remember which one I did. Let me pull that one. Let me look just a second. Yeah, Tarot Decoratif. So if you were to look at this card, and this is where I want you to type in some notes if you can or whatever. If you were to look at this card, I just want you to tell me, what do you see? First of all, what do you see? And just, you can only state what you see. So don't say something like, I see a man in anguish. You can say, I see a man kneeling or a person kneeling. I see 5 cups floating, what looks like floating in the air. So literally just say what you see. And then if we were to take a next step further, think about if you were to step into that scene, what might you hear? So when I look at that scene and I think, what do I see? I see a man kneeling. It looks like kneeling below what looks like to be a tree. And I'm going to go one step further and break my own rule and say it feels like it's somewhat of a peaceful environment because I don't see, it seems calm in the environment. Now, if I were to step into that scene, what do I hear? And this is where you just trust your imagination, because this is what is so beautiful about just working this way with cards. And this can be an absolute layer of reading. You can do a reading, past, present, future, or a 3-card draw for your day, see how it's going to go, and just do the traditional meanings. You can look them up. You can know what they are, and then just come back through and say, you know what? What do I see in this card? What do I hear? I can hear birds chirping. I actually can hear the breeze through the trees, which makes me feel kind of calm. Now, if I were to step into this card and touch it, I feel the coldness of the cups, which that I feel like goes along with the traditional 5 cups. If I were to say, what do I smell? I'm not smelling anything in the cups, but the environment with the gentleman kneeling there, I smell some kind of flower, and I'm going to go with my first gut and say cherry blossoms, which I don't know if that's it or not. Oh, Patrice, I hear birds and the sound of crying. I love it. I love it. Now, here's what I will challenge all of us to do, including myself. Because Patrice, when you said and sound of crying, the reason that brought to my mind was the 5 of Cups often can be about an emotional release. It can be about crying, depending on which deck you're looking at. So I challenge you as we go through this exercise not to use any of the traditional meanings or like if you're used to using Rider-Waite or a different deck, really focus on the card I'm putting up because I want the practice to be with what's in front of you. Because it's like I want to put your hands behind your back and force you to only do it this way so that when you have your hands free, then this just becomes like almost like second sight to you working through the way you normally would work. So Patrice, not that you did that, but it made me think of that. So avoid going to traditional meanings or what you usually say with this card. I see a man with a flag and he's feeling defeated. I love it. Defeated. I love it. Good, Patrice. Thank you. Thank you for saying that because then it made me think of that. And that's one of the things I do teach when I teach cards. So now if you were to step in there, we did smell. So what would you taste? I'll be honest with you. I get to the cup and I taste blood, which, is kind of weird. It's kind of gross, but that's what I taste. And you know what? I don't know what that would mean for this, but it's definitely something that I taste. So now here's what I want to do. If I were to bring about this question, so what can I do to bring about a new career? So now let's go back to the same card. And when we put in this part of it, so I'm adjusting it just so it's not overlapping off the side. So when I put in this part of it, what can I do to bring about a new career? And I look at this card and I just go with what do I see? Oh, Sally, thank you. Tears. Absolutely. So, and probably running down his face right into the eyes. that's what it's like. If I could get real close, I know he's probably crying too. I know I challenge us not to do that. So now if I look at this card and I just go by sight, what can I do to bring about a new career? And I'm trying not to jump on your words. But I know the first thing I think of when I think of that. Let me move this up a little bit. So if I just go on site, what can I do to bring about a new career? And you guys, if you can, type something in. Otherwise, I would say pray. Very interesting. And that's not something I would say a lot, but get into a thoughtful, contemplative prayer stance or mode. Now, if I went off just what can I hear, and I asked the question, what can I do to bring about a new career? What do I hear? And some of you said, I think you said, I hear the wind blowing or birds chirping. You know what? Maybe go out into nature and listen to the sounds of nature. Stand up. Oh my gosh, I love it, Sally. I never would have thought of that. Thank you. Literally, what can I do to bring about a new career? Stand up. Now that can have so many different meanings. Stand up for myself. Just get up off your butt, stand up and do something. Metallic taste of the into nature and meditate. Metallic taste of the into nature and meditate. All right. Thank you, Patrice. And then if I just ask the question, how can I bring about a new career? And I go with smell or taste. What would you say about taste? We tasted tears. We tasted, I think I said blood. To put those into the context of the question, what can I do to bring up? Taste blood, really, really get into it. Put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Good evening, good afternoon. We're just doing a little reading with the 5 senses. So right now we're just working with the 5 of Cups from Tarot Decoratif by Tito Marchetti. And using what do I see, what do I hear, what do I feel, what I smell, what do I taste? How can I bring about a new career using that card? So let's use all the senses. And what do you feel like you could say with all the senses now? And we could even go like, you know what? I see myself standing up, feeling the breeze on my face, feeling refreshed, smelling the flowers in the air, which brings about a little bit of new life for me. So I can have a positive outlook. That's how I could put it all into context. So let's do this, keeping the same question, but I'm going to take the card down. And I don't remember which ones I put up here. So when they pop up, it'll be kind of like, so let me see. I think, okay. All right. Yay. Okay. So 6 of Wands from the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. So Sally said, sometimes in smelling beautiful flowers, you can also taste them. Absolutely. And I think I've always heard that the nose and the taste are so close together. Sometimes they almost consider the same thing. I don't have to taste something to know if I will like it or not. I just have to smell it. People always say, how can you tell if you like it if you don't taste it? I said, I can smell it. So, all right. So looking at the 6 of Wands, let me take the question down. Looking at the 6 of Wands, what do you see? What do you see? Just what do you see? Try not to work with the past, your history of the 6 of Wands, your own deck. Just look at this deck the best you can. I know it's probably tiny. What do you see? I see bright lights lighting the way. I see movement, whether it's of the breeze or the rider, because I see the ribbons flowing behind him. The horse seems to be in a place of movement. What do you hear? If you stepped into that card, what do you hear? Prideful March. I love it. If you stepped into that card, I think I can hear the hooves on the ground. Now, if you were to feel or touch this card, very interesting. I felt a roughness to the horse mane, a little rougher than normal. Triumph in moving forward with a lit path. Beautiful. So Jamie, try to keep it just to what do you see, what do you hear, what do you feel? Because triumph in a movement, the triumph is kind of like an adjective you're putting in there. So this is where we restrict how you do it. And then when we get to all of it, we'll add that back in once we get the question in. But absolutely, I agree with you 100%. So yeah, they're moving forward. Absolutely. Lit path. Absolutely. Well, let me take it. Let me do this, Jamie. So tell me where you might get the word triumph. This is where I will challenge me and you, because I want to know where the word triumph came in. And thank you for participating. And then what do you smell or taste with this one? I can smell the horse. I can absolutely smell the horse. Like a sweaty horse. And that hay mixed with probably manure. Thank you, Jamie. And it's this, I hear a horse gasping as if he's, oh, I love that, Sally, stepping into that. Yes, yes. So Jamie, I said this earlier. I said, this is like me tying your hands behind your back for tarot and forcing you to only do one full. Prideful stance of the horse. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. So that's what you want to say. It's like this proud stance of the horse because they're moving. You know, if the horse had its head down, like I think a lot of the Knight of Pentacles, a lot of times the head is down. That would not be a prideful. That's more of a kind of a chill or kind of a downtrodden feel. So Sally, I also see festive, multiple color gear. Yes. I feel his muscle movement. Oh, absolutely. You are sitting on the horse. I love that. Jamie, I love that you can feel that in your body, putting yourself there. I smell dirt. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's add the question back in. So what can I do to bring a new career in my life? Now take some of the things you just said, and you can either just do the see, the hear, the feel, the smell, the taste. So what can I do to bring about a new career? Let's go with Jamie. I feel the muscle movement under me. Move. You are strong. You are powerful. You are riding a beast that can take you forward. So just go get that job. And then Sally, I also see festive, multicolored gear. What can you do to bring about go buy a new outfit. Go put on some new clothes. You know, a lot of times buying something new like that can make you feel a different way. I love it. And then I'm going upward. Jamie, prideful stance of the horse. What can you do to bring about a new career? Stand tall, stand proud. All right. And then Sally, I hear my horse gasping as if he's ready to rest. Now, I love that one. What can I do to bring about a new career? Rest, rest. Maybe you're trying too hard. Maybe you've been out, you've been on the battlefield, and now it's time to rest. You've handed out the resumes, you've been on the interviews. Release the rest, pun intended. Release and rest. Release everything else. Cool. Any other things before I kind of move on? Right, Sally? Yes, the new outfit. And you know what? I never would have thought about that if I hadn't thought about, what do I see, hear, feel, touch. And I love that this card is up here. So I tell this story every time I teach. A friend of mine, Jennifer, I told her I would use her name. She gave me permission. Years ago, we were doing a class and I said, let's pull one card to see how our day was. She pulled this card and I went, oh, yay. And she's like, oh, no. And I'm like, wait a minute, why not? That card is like celebration and fun. She goes, well, I don't know if I'm the horse or the rider. And I literally went, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Because I always just think of the rider coming back from victory. And just like you said, Sally, was it Sally? Yeah, the horse needs to rest. And her day was this. She did all the work and her boss got all the praise for doing it. She was the horse that day. She did all the work. So again, I say that because it really helps me understand, and I hope you can understand and dig a little bit deeper when you do some of the readings on your own. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let me take the question down. Let me take the card down. We're all on time. And I thought you guys, I was probably going to do maybe about 30, 40 minutes at the most. So let me pull up another card. Oh, let's do this one. So this is from Steampunk Tarot. And this is the Tower. So let's just go real quickly. So what do you see? What do you see? Just kind of state what you see with that card. before I say anything. I try not to say stuff ahead of time. The reason I don't like to say things ahead of time is because I don't want you to mess up what you're thinking, but also I get so much gold from you, students, other people who are looking at a card a different way than I ever thought about looking. I'm going to look at my phone to see if the comments pop up quicker. Nope, they don't pop up any quicker. I was thinking they might. So what do you see? And because it takes a little bit of time for stuff to pop up, you can put, I see, blah, blah, blah. I hear, blah, blah, blah. I feel, blah, blah, blah. Smell, etc. Taste, etc. I can taste the burnt wood and stone. I can taste the smoke in the air. I can smell the smoke too. I actually can feel, I feel the rumble as the lightning or whatever it was struck. I can hear the boom. I can hear the things falling to the ground and collapsing. And I can see a bright light. So, any comments on what you see, hear, feel, smell, taste? Feel free to just throw them out there. So looking at the Tower card, just write out, I see, blah, blah, blah. I hear, blah, blah, blah. I touch, etc. I smell, I taste. So the question, I'm going to pull up a different question for this one. So I see a huge, very strong tree with some hope of life. I love it. I love it. Whoops, Siri thought I was talking to him. Jamie, heat. Love it. All right, so here's the fun question. You hear rumbling. Beautiful. See heat. I feel pressure. What is the pressure, Jamie? I love it. I feel the rumbling. Beautiful. I feel the rumbling and I hear it. I love it. It's like you can feel that vibration in the chest. So here's a fun question. So I see lightning and this makes me smell rain. Oh, I love it. So how's my date going to go Friday night? Oh, I purposely wanted this one with this card. So if you just look at what do you see, if you just look at what do you see, how is the date going to go Friday night? There's going to be some rumbling, all right? There's going to be some sparks. There's going to be some fire. What might you hear? You know, at first I was thinking this might be a bad thing, but now that I think of all the key words, it kind of makes me feel like there might be some fun after the date's over with. Feel the pressure, the middle of the tree. Absolutely. I hear crackling sound, I smell smoke, and feel collapsing. So how's my date going to go Friday night? This is where I'll let you use your keywords and the things you've said. How would you answer someone? How's my date going to go Friday night? What would you say? Sparks flying. I love it. So it's funny because when you just see, hear, feel, touch, smell, taste, it makes the Tower really different for a question like, how's my date going to go Friday night? Because, hey, Leanne, have I said hey to you yet? Hello, welcome, welcome. Because normally, how's my day going to go Friday night? Tower card, not so good. But because we're looking and thinking of traditional meanings. Sally says, your date is going to start off beautifully, but your feistiness may cause an issue. Got it. I love it. I love it. Still keeping with the little shift and change of what the Tower often has with it. I love it. Any other questions or comments there? And I love when I do reading in layers, I love forcing students to just work with, okay, we're only going to read traditional meaning. Okay, now next. We're only going to read the colors. Okay, now next. We're only going to read numerology. Next. And sometimes you'll do like colors or numerology and the reading is just very flat. You know, how's the day going to go? Boring. It's beige. How's the day going to go? Number 3, it's going to be optimistic and fun. It's that simple. But then when you bring it all together, like we're doing here, because we're doing how do you see, hear, what do you see, what do you hear, what do you feel, what do you smell, what do you taste individually, and then when you bring them all together, because at every moment, unless one of your senses is not working, at any given moment right now, you are seeing me, hearing me, you're feeling my vibration, even though you're miles and miles away. And, you know, if you were closer, we could honestly say you're smelling, and as gross as it is, you're tasting, because you might be in the same room, and you're getting that sensation. But the see, the hear are higher as humans for stuff. The touch and feel, not so much unless we're really close and touching and feeling. The smell depends on how good your sniffer is. The taste is another weird one, but because the nose is so the smell is so connected to the taste that you can often taste how someone smells, taste how someone tastes. You can taste someone simply by smelling them, which is kind of gross, but it can be there. All right, so let's do this. So I'm going to take the tower down, and I'm going to bring up. Let me bring up. I don't even know which one it is. Let me bring this up. Okay, so this is the 8 of Coins from the Tarot of Dreams from Ciro Marchetti. So let's just use everything. How's your date going to go Friday night? So try to incorporate in your answer a see, a hear, a feel, a smell, a taste, or at least 3 of those. You can say, I feel like I'm going to be really off kilter so I don't step on what you might. I feel like the date would be very busy with work, and I can hear that there'll be a lot of, clinking and noise going on. And I can taste the fruit of the labors, something odd like that. But just try to incorporate a see, hear, feel, or taste, or as much of that as you can in your reply. So how would the date go Friday night using the 8 of Coins, just what you see, hear, touch, smell, and taste? I see appreciation for the jewel in his hand. Beautiful. So the date Friday night, you might get a little gift. Some people love to bring gifts, especially on like first or second or third dates. How's the day going to go? I would say they're planning very much. They're organizing. They're being very diligent. They're being very focused on the plan and the organization of it, making specific details and arrangements. And I think it will be a very fun evening with a lot of attention on me, since they pay so much attention to their work. That's what I might say. Any other comments, questions, and we'll jump into our last one. Actually, I might do 2 more. So I'm going to take down how the date might go Friday night, and I'm going to bring up a different question. So I love this one. I use this one a lot in classes. Oh my goodness, hold on. All right, oh my gosh, Mercury is kicking my butt tonight. What does Spirit want me to know most right now? Okay, I'm a grammar person or a spelling person. So what does Spirit, God, Source, Energy want me to know most right now? Looking at the 8 of Coins, what do you see, hear, feel, smell, taste? What might your answer be for that? I would say, what does Spirit want me to know most right now? Stay focused, be diligent on your work. It will pay off. Because I see the man really focus on what he's doing. I can hear the tick, 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 tick of time. And I feel like he's very conscious of what time it is and he's trying to get things done. I can feel the roughness in his hands, like he works hard. It's funny. This is my psychic medium stuff. I can smell dinner cooking. His significant others got it almost ready for him. And he's like, okay, get your butt in here. Let's do this. Let me know if you have any response to that. So what does Spirit want me to know most right now, looking at the 8 of coins? Spirit wants you to be patient and appreciate everything you work hard for. Beautiful. Excellent answer on a 1-card spread for a very simple question. Beautiful. All right, anybody else? And I'm going to pull up a different card for the final card, but we'll keep the same question. All right, I'm going to take the 8 of coins down. And would you want, okay, so would you rather have a weird card or just like a normal card? Weird or normal? Which do you want? I'm feeling you want weird. So let me go with, ta-da! All right. Your meticulous work will pay off in the long run. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that even is like a message of you're doing good. Spirit is your cheerleader right now. So they want you to know you stay on the course, stay on the path. Thank you, Jamie. All right. So here's the 6 of Cups. This is from one of my favorite decks that I do not use often, but screams at me so loud and clear. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. I love, love, love this deck. He's been teasing me with a Deviant Oracle Moon deck for like 2 years, and I've seen him 2 years in a row at Reader Studio asking him, when's he going to get that one done? But not yet. He's been working on other things. So when you see? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you smell? What do you taste? What does Spirit want you to know most right now? I see people in joy and appreciation of what's going on stage. And I'm an instructor. I teach on stage. So I think Spirit wants me to realize, and we haven't been able to, I teach group exercise classes. We have not been able to get back teaching yet because we work within a hospital and they're being very cautious about bringing us back. So I can see that Spirit wants me to know they are ready and waiting for me to get back on stage again very soon. What do I hear? I hear laughter in a good way. So that makes me feel like joy. So what does Spirit want me to know? Embrace the joy that's around me. What do I smell? I smell popcorn because it's like a theater environment. So I think what Spirit wants me to know is, you know what? All it takes is a little bit of heat and poof, you pop. So just know that there might be a little bit of heat to get you moving, but you're ready to explode and flourish. So you guys let me know if you have just a reply to that question. What does Spirit want you to know most right now? Just kind of look at the card, the 6 of Cups from the Deviant Moon Tarot. What do you see, hear, smell, or taste? And then try to apply it to the question. And this is a real simple way for you to get started reading tarot. It's also a wonderful way, if you are already reading, doing it professionally, to add another layer back in or just to be reminded of it. Find your balance and joy in the small things. Beautiful. I love it. And I don't know if this is why you intended it, but it's like a small little marionette or small little puppetry. And that, like I said, I don't know if that's why you said it, because they're smaller than they are. But I love that. Beautiful. So let me know if you have any final question or final responses to this one. What does Spirit want you to know most right now? Looking at the 6 of Cups. Just going off of what do you see, what do you hear, what do you feel, what do you smell, what do you taste? So I'm going to bring this little lesson and session to an end in the next minute or two, but I thank you for watching. If you're watching in the archive, thank you so much. Yay, Jamie, good, cool, very cool. Yeah. So any other final questions or comments? Spirit wants you to appreciate every movement. I love it. I love it. Especially the stage, maybe the puppetry. It looks like it's more like, not marionettes. I think I said marionettes, but it's more like a puppet. So beautiful. All right. Well, you guys, thanks for hanging with me. I know there's a couple of you out there to make it all the way through. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for following and subscribing on my YouTube channel. Thanks for hanging out with me here over on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you ever want to or drop like a little tip in the tip jar, there's my my PayPal button. No pressure, just if you want to, for all the work that I do for free and throw it out there. Sally, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And every Sunday night, I alternate every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York, Orlando, Florida time. I alternate between either mindfulness meditation, which was last night, and then next Sunday, animal communication. So I alternate. They're just live workshops. I have a little lesson. I do a mindfulness on the mindfulness night. I do animal communication, little mini readings on the other nights. You can find those events on my Facebook page, the business page that says Mitchell Osborn, Tarot Card Reader, Animal Communicator. And then next Monday night, V of Red Light Readings, will be over on my Facebook page doing live one-card readings for people, 7 p.m. on a Monday night. What else? I'm doing animal communication on Zoom. It's free. It's brought to you by the Osceola County here in Florida Library System. That you can find on... it's on my Facebook page. You can see the event, click on that, add it to your calendar. And then when we get the Zoom code, you can follow me there and learn about connecting with your animals. What else am I doing? Oh, this Sunday morning, but this is part of the World Divination Association. So if you're a part of that, at 9:30 a.m., I'm teaching reading tarot in layers. That's with the WDA, the World Divination Association, Tony Pooley. But that's a paid one. I think that's about it. But if you ever want to get a spread from me right here, mitchellosborn.com, you can do one. You can do a live virtual session, Skype, Facebook. Also, if you want to buy a reading, I have over 50 spreads, and you go through my store, look at what spread you want, you purchase the spread, and then I record the spread in a YouTube video, unlisted, and send it back to you that you can watch as much as you want. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I say to you, namaste, safe and healthy until we chat again. Bye-bye.